Hello everyone and welcome to the Crafty Cauldron. I am JoBeth Sexton. First of all, I would like to say welcome all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you. And to my existing subscribers, hello again and welcome. I really appreciate you too. I appreciate you all so much. Anyway, what I have for you today is a design team project for CraftyCatUSA, Amy, and it is for a Halloween journal using her spooky stamps, spooky times, and I also added in a little bit of Follows in the Air kits. So those three kits were incorporated into this. Those are the only three, I think those are the only three things from kits that I used. Everything else is from my stash or from books and paper packs and things like that. So let's get started. This is made from a Reader's Digest book. It is 7.5 roughly by 5.5 roughly by about 1.75 inches spine. And the spine, what I've decorated it with is spiderweb fabric, but I kind of cut out some of the spider webs because I wanted the gold and orange to show through because they're autumn colors and I really like autumn colors. Also, the binding threads that I have used are embroidery thread, and I used the full 6 strands, and then I tied all these cloth leaves onto these 6 strands so that it would kind of look like they were blowing in the wind. Now it also has a tassel, and the tassel can be removed. It's on one of those little clips, so it can be removed, and it's got a whole bunch of little things in it. It's got some skull beads and bone beads, hand-painted wood beads, lots of textiles, no lace, but it's got a bunch of ribbons. Some of the ribbons have pumpkins. This one says Boo with the little ghost, and this one says Happy Halloween. This is kind of a fun, more of a fun journal than a spooky journal, although I did have to add a couple of things. Oh, you know what? I did add another thing from another kit. This Etsy seller, It Capilli, and the reason why I show you this is because it's a little difficult to imagine how it's spelled when I speak it. I also used elements of some of their kits, and they've got some really creepy stuff, so there is a little bit of creepiness added in. It's just not overwhelming. So let's get started. I did put some charms on the front of the book, and they are incorporated into the fabric. The bulb pins are just put through the fabric leaves or the fabric spider webs. And it's layered. There's like a layer of fabric and then a layer of leaves and then another layer of fabric. And then the plastic skeleton. Yes, it's a plastic skeleton. Sorry about my wire. I can't really move it because my anchor for my video camera is broken, and if I touch the wire, the camera's probably going to fall. So if I just leave it alone, it'll be okay, hopefully. Okay, so what I did was I kind of cut it so that it would fit on the front of the book, and then I glued it down, but then I glued it with some cheesecloth that has been coffee dyed. The closure is sari silk, and I chose one of the sari silks that I have that's like really frayed to follow the kind of grungy Halloweenish sort of vibe that I wanted this book to have. So let's just open this up. And the thing about sari silk too is that it will keep shedding, so just be prepared for that. Okay, so first thing is I made a pocket, and this pocket has one of my actually it's not mine, it's a Leonardo da Vinci. Easy mistake, right? It's from a book, and that's a journal card. There's lots of stamping in this book, and a few of these little cute sparkly embellishments that I've had for, oh my god, like 7 or 8 years. Then we have, this is from Amy's kit, not the envelope, the page, and it's a spooky tree. I just added a fabric belly band that says Happy Halloween and an envelope that you can use to tuck things into. So that goes behind the belly band. Then there's a charm here on this big card. This is a journaling card, and it is, you can write on whatever you you know, if you want to write on this side, you can write on the open spaces, and on this side, you can write on the whole surface. But this picture is from Amy's. Ooh, you know what? I need to turn this down just a little. There we go. It's from Amy's kit, and it is really, really cool looking. She has these really great envelope covers that come with the kit, and that is on the next page. This is a paper pack page. Lots of stamping, and then on this I added some lace and a little piece of paper, but this is the other part of that picture, of that page, with the envelope on it. And it, on the other side of this envelope, there's a window. So I mean, she got it from Joff at Medieval Mirage, and she used it in one of her kits, and I thought that idea is a really great idea. So we've also got one of Amy's Crafty Cat's little drawings from the kit, and I printed all of these out. I tore around them and used them on cards, and then this is a page from a book, from an astrology book. It's an old book, but it's not out of copyright, so I had to use it, use the actual pages. But it's really cool because it's got all kinds of little numbers and stuff on it. Let's see if I can get that to focus for you. There we go. And then I added the half butterflies because it reminded me of, you know, creepy stuff like picking the wings off of butterflies. Sorry. That's just how I roll. So I made a pocket here, and I stamped it and made I punched little cutouts and put vellum on the back so you can see through the moons. Yep. It's stuck. It's okay though. Trick or Treat, that's from a paper pack, a really old one, and then this Admit one with a corn, picture of a corn on it, and sheaves, because Halloween time is around the time that a lot of people, like rural areas, harvest. Coffee stain paper, and then this is one of the things with this Etsy seller's stuff on it. The baby and the hanging bird. And then I just put this on, this little tag, and this tag is from Amy's kit. And then a table of elements, and on the back there's just a bunch of torn paper that you can write on, and then you can write on the page as well. And I've embellished this short pocket with lace. This page has glued on features from the kit. This is a tuck, and then this envelope goes into the tuck. Journaling page, and then this page is Japanese encyclopedia, I think, but I can't read Japanese, so I'm at a loss. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Oh, sorry about that. Trying to fix this light. That's better. This is from the kit. Spooky stamps. Really cool kit. And then I just sewed some lace and then put a charm with a coin on it there. This is from the kit. And I made it into a little flip over that vintage music and stamped double toil and trouble, fire burn, and cauldron bubble on there. This is from my personal stash. It's a ledger page with some really neat writing on it. And then on the back I used a piece of wallpaper trim, I guess you could call it, to make a tuck. And then there's a couple little, this is like a little notebook here with the Itkapuli baby, and then spooky stamp here. This is from an old paper pack. This is from, I believe this is from Fall is in the Air, although it could be from Spooky Times. But if you go to her store, you'll find all this stuff. It's really awesome. This is a little notebook that slides behind this little tuck here. And once it's filled, you can just fold paper in half and tuck it behind there. Journaling page, I love this. This is so cute. Happy Halloween, beware, take care, for ghosts are seen on Halloween. Belly band with another Leonardo da Vinci sketch in miniature, and a spooky stamps, spooky tag. There's a whole bunch of tags. There's big ones and small ones, so you've got really a great variety. This is a little twisty tag thing that kind of holds this shut. It falls over this. This is a little, and this is from the kit as well. This little Halloween, it's a vintage card thing, and this opens up, and then this flips up for more writing space. So you've got a whole bunch of stuff there. And there's some really cool stuff. I learned how to do a couple new things while I've been sitting here with my back and watching videos on my phone. Okay. Japanese encyclopedia stamp, and then textiles. This is not a tuck. It's just for show. There's a little envelope, and you can write inside of there and fold it all up for a secret writing spot. That is not a tuck. This is a fabric journaling tag, sewn around and then backed with coffee stain paper. A couple of tags, and this is made with Body Mind Spirit Store's dyed wax paper. She has the most gorgeous dyed wax paper ever that I've seen so far. And then I just kind of decoupaged the wax paper over the card after I glued on these little bits from the tags from the kit. And I stamped it with a spider. And then there's another piece of textile here with a little sparkly headstone. More stamping and journaling space. This is another Ikipuli image here, and then this is from the kit, one of the kits from Amy. And then I made a bead dangle here on a bulb pin with it's a really heavy metal skull. It's really nice. And then this one, it's a little card with leaf skeletons and then spiders and a broom on the back, and that just goes into this. This is the other side of the envelope that I was talking about that comes with, it's a printable that comes with Amy's kit, Spooky Stamps. And I love it because this is already for you. The envelope space here is already there for you when you print it out, so all you have to do is cut that out. It's great. It's a great idea. It didn't fit all of my envelopes. Some of my windows were way too small to fit that, but you can, if you save your junk mail, you'll find an envelope, not a problem. And for signature, and then that's another kit page, but I put these stamps on it. This is a little ledger page that I shrunk down. This is from my stash. I printed it on coffee dyed paper, and then these are a couple little journaling spot things that you can just unfold. And a teeny tiny tag. This is a little I made this envelope out of wrapping paper, and then there's some stamps in there and a little journaling card with a public domain image. Journaling space, and then another one of the decoupaged cards with the dyed wax paper on it. It says Witch's Brew in there, and I stamped it with a little tiny spider stamp. And then another, this is from one of the old packs, and it's got a stamp on the back, a little black kitty cat. Journaling space, and then a textile. This is a crocheted trim. I believe it is vintage. And then on the side, I just put a little piece of the boo ribbon with a ghost and a haunted house charm. This is from the kit as well. This is a little banner. I made it into a hidden paper clip. And then journaling card here with some cheesecloth. And some fall colors, some autumn colors on the little, oh, for heaven's sake, there we go. Found it. Found the separation. Okay. There we go. And it's really tight, so it'll hold. It's not a problem. It's really neat. This is our fabric flip. Speaking is hard. Oh, I got 2 pages in there, but you get the idea. So it's purple fabric with a lace of skulls over the top, and I sewed leaves underneath there, and it just flips up, and you can write under there. You can have a little hidden writing spot. This is a page from an old flyer that I have in my stash from, gosh, I think it's from the 50s. I'm not sure. It's really old. And then I just printed it on parchment. This is a vellum pocket, and on this I have printed a public domain skeleton image, and then a page from, oops, I lied. This is from Roxy Creations. It's her, oh gosh, vintage pages from old books kit. This is another little drawing from CraftyCatUSA. And then that's the back of the card with the coffee dyed paper. Kind of fun there. You can see it but not see it. Another one of the flyers. This is something I learned from String and Scissors. She did a tutorial on this. It's really, really cool. It opens up like this, and you can write on these little corners, but you also have a storage for some paper. So I thought that was really cool. So I made one and made it into a pocket so you can put stuff behind it as well. And it stays pretty flat. It's being trained. It's on cardstock, so it stays pretty flat. And as you use it, it'll get flatter, you know, as the book stays closed longer. Journaling spot, the Japanese encyclopedia, more journaling space, empty pages there for lots of writing. And then this has a couple of things in it. These are from the kit as well. This pocket, it's one of the cards that she has in the pocket in the kit, and I made it into a pocket. And then this one, I just punched a hole. There was already a picture of a ribbon there, but I wanted to put a real ribbon there, so I just punched 2 holes and put a ribbon through it and glued it down a little bit. And then this is an empty envelope that unfolds all the way, so there's more journaling space in there. Stamping, lace trim with a charm. And then this is a fold-out page for more journaling on coffee stained paper and stamping. Little spider cut out from a book. And this is a cutout from a book. It's a wolf spider on a leaf. And then this is a little one of the cutouts, one of the things that Amy had in the kit, and I cut it out just for more journaling space, and you can tuck it under there. I thought it looked kind of neat. But you can tuck, there's more room there. You can tuck more stuff in there. Little tiny flip here, made out of some lace. I don't know if that's vintage or not. This is a part of one of my own drawings, and I just made it into a little tiny journaling card. A page from a book that's got all kinds of numbers on it. Thought it was kind of fun. And then these are a couple of the tags from the Spooky Tags kit. Those are neat. It's a really fun kit. I loved it. It was really great. It was a little bit outside of my what I'd normally do, because usually when I want to make a Halloween journal, I make something spooky, not fun spooky. But here you are. So I put a tab on this. This is the 3rd signature. There are 3 signatures. Each signature has, I can't remember how many pages, but it'll be in below the video when you get to it. Journaling space, a little belly band made out of one of the bats from the kit, and this is also from the kit, this backing page here. A little tag, and then an envelope and some vintage notebook paper from a small notebook that I had when I was in high school. That's how I know it's vintage, because I'm vintage too. Haha! Well aged, shall we say. Kit page, coffee stained, and then some more vintage trim there. This is an old ring. It's an owl. It's just a piece of costume jewelry. I thought it looked kind of neat. This is another piece of that dyed paper from Body Mind Spirit store, and I put it and made it into a pocket and put a cloth tag. I made a cloth tag out of cardstock and fabric, and the fabric is the same that's on the cover. And then there's a little tiny sparkly owl right there. And this is the second thing I learned from String and Scissors. It's a flip notebook. So it's got an Ikapili image here on some cheesecloth, and it's made out of the paper pack page with the table of elements on it. You open it, and then you pull this little tab, and there's 3 pages. Isn't that neat? Woohoo! I like to do that. It's just fun. More spooky tag, and then I made a journaling card here with a little spider cut out from a book, and just had a little bit of fun with that decorating. More paper from the vintage notebook, and then behind that tuck, and then this folds up so you can do journaling here on some coffee stained paper, and then a creepy tag because I couldn't help it. So there you go. Vintage music is on that one. And this is a belly band. It's actually a double belly band, a cloth tag that's been stamped. And I got this fabric from, oh golly, yeah, it'll be in the description. Kelly is her name. She's a sweetheart. She sent me a happy mail, and that was in it. So I decided to use it for this big giant cloth tag. It worked really well. So here's another one of them tags that I used the white dyed wax paper right there. And then I put a cutout of a moon and some stars on there from the punch. And that tucks in there. And then there's a couple of little tiny tags here for some journaling notes. This is a flip, double flip here. It goes up like that. Or not. you decide. And then this is from the kit as well. This, I believe, is from the Follows in the Air kit. And then this is coffee stain paper. This little pocket here is also from the Spooky Stamps kit. It's one of the envelopes, and I had some extra, so I just made a pocket out of it. And all of this one is kind of a creepy tag, but I kind of made it cute. Those are It images here, and then that's from Spooky Tags, and then it's embellished with a little piece of lace. There's lace up here and a little moon, and then on the back it's just inked and stitched around. And this is actually 2 pockets, so there's one pocket and then there's a pocket behind it. This is from Spooky Stamps kit, and backed on some really nice cardstock that's not too heavy. More kit paper. This is another one of those envelopes that I really thought, you know, oh, it's amazing, it's cool, but I like the green and black trim on this because this has got a lot of green and black in it. And then this is a journaling card with another one of a part of one of my original pieces of artwork, a drawing that I did. And then on the back there's some coffee stain paper and a stamp. And then when you put this back in here, when you take it out, you can see some of the other kit page here. It's got a number on it. I thought that was kind of neat. And then when you put this back, you get to see the skull face inside the window. And then on the back of that, there is a little tuck, and then inside the tuck there's a tag and some little pieces that you can use for notes. This is a little flip over note paper, and then there's a pocket here with another little tag right there. It says Scarecrow, and then there's ant stamping. This has got some vintage trim on it. Thought that was fun. And then on this page, this is a piece of a stationery page that I got, and it's orange and black. I thought that was kind of neat. It looks like dead trees. This is a envelope. This came with the kit. I believe it came with Follows in the Air, but I'm not sure. Nope, it came with Spooky Stamps. And then this is an old calendar page, and it was too big, so I just folded it in half again. But it's from an old calendar from 2013, a day runner thing that I had. And if you don't want to put that in there, you can always, you know, put that here and use this as a little closure. So you can, it's up to you. Once you purchase and take this baby home, you do what you want with it. And I did leave a whole lot of strings hanging, like when I sewed. So if you want to cut those off, you know, it's fine with me. Wax paper and then kit paper. This printed out poorly because I ran out of, sorry, that's my oven. I ran out of yellow ink, but I thought it looked kind of neat purple. This is another It-Capilli image. And then this is some vintage music. Just check it and see if the cheese is melted on top, because if it's not done. Then this is another one of those over the page. It's a banner from the kit from Spooky Stamps, and then another card, and then just a piece of paper that you can use to journal on. A kit page. Ooh, that smells good. Okay, we'll set the timer so I don't forget, because I'll forget. Coffee stain paper, more journaling, and this is the other side of that purple page. Coffee stained, and then a little tuck here that I didn't want to use. I just thought it looked cool just like that. And then this envelope, I got this idea from Gail Augustinelli to leave the envelope open on the side and use it like a long envelope instead of a sideways envelope. And I thought that was kind of cool and different. And I used paper pack paper for this envelope, and it's again, a really old. I got it at the thrift store many years ago. I can't even tell you how long ago. Probably like 20 years or something. Really, it's a long time. And then this is Franken paper made out of my paper and Amy's kit paper and all kinds of stuff. This is a little file folder, and inside there is a little notebook, also made with the a kit picture of one of the vintage cards, and it opens up and you've got some extra writing space in there. So also I stamped it with, let's put that back there, stamped it with a handmade by, and I haven't signed it yet, but I will. Now the tie is through an eyelet in a hole and it won't come out. You can untie it and get it off of there. This is the back. Extra little leaves there. But I just left it because that way when you untie it, you don't have to worry about it getting, you know, lost or anything. So there's that. So that's it. That's my design team, guest design team project for Amy at Crafty Cat, using spooky stamps primarily, and also using Spooky Times and Fall is in the Air kits. So if, and the Ickapilli elements, and the other elements that I created using tutorials from String and Scissors, and then my stash and original artwork. So there you have it, my first guest design team project. So let me tell me what you think. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about it. Is it cool? Is it not cool? I think it's cool. Anyway, I would like to thank you all for stopping by. I got through this without having to squirm too much, so that's good. I hopefully will have more videos as soon as I get my back taken care of. I'm really looking forward to doing craft with me, so just keep that in mind. I am going to work on a couple more seasonal journals just as soon as I can find a place on my shelf for this one. So thank you, everyone. Thank you to all my subscribers. Everybody take care out there. It's a crazy world. And I will see you all very, very soon. Peace, love. Remember, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So make it a happy, crafty, colorful journey. See you soon. Bye-bye.